here on the Makers Gonna Learn YouTube channel.
Now listen, Linda, we're in our set. It looks different.
This is all white. We are taking suggestions of what this should look like.
Screenshot us now, draw in your best idea.
Yeah.
Submit to the email.
We would love for you, if you're a Makers Gonna Learn member, to share with us like what your inspiration, what your take is. And if anyone has any contribution to give, we would love to hear it. And if we end up implementing even a variation of yours, we will honor you, celebrate you, send
Gold
you a
star.
gift. A button. My mama used to tell me all the time. She said, honey, if I had a button, I'd give it to you.
Oh.
All the time.
That is
all
so
the time.
cute. I love it.
So we are super, super excited to kick off the brand new studio. Can we just talk about some upgrades that we did that only us care about?
Yes.
Number one, the monitors are at eye level.
Yeah, so we're not going to be like looking over yonder, trying to see what y'all are saying.
Always looking up was my biggest pet peeve, and I don't know why we didn't fix it sooner.
It's so much nicer.
We're in a 10x leap here. You're coming along with us. We're inviting everyone to improve along the way. Our new office is vibey.
It's vibing. It's so cute in here, so spacious.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. And it's actually less space.
It is less space. It's just like more efficient space. You know?
It's been really fun playing around with it, seeing the conundrum, seeing the small things that like are like, ooh. For example, one day in our craft room, which is just beyond this wall, first of all, the craft room has very high ceilings.
Yes, which makes
high,
and the windows are big.
Guys,
and
it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. But one day we had it in there, and you know how it is when you're moving, you just put stuff wherever. And we're like, it just felt like so disjointed.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, one thing led to another. We're like, let's swap the things on the walls.
Yes.
And they're like, wait, let's move some tables around. Within 10 minutes, it was like, boom. It's like flowing. It is going great. So if you've missed us, we've not been able to craft a lot because we have been packing. And one thing about Tanner Bell is the month of April is all about selling your crafts. We had the #1 best Etsy conference ever. It was gangbusters.
Yes.
Like if you were not there, which I mean, you were busy.
I know. I didn't even get to be, I was like in the other room.
Yeah, you were running around. We hosted the conference here at our new studio with no kitchen countertops, no bathrooms, question mark?
Hardly any Wi-Fi.
Hardly anything, but we did it and it was flawless. God was so good and patient in allowing us to have Wi-Fi. So we're glad to be back. We are so glad you're here. If you attended the Etsy Effect, we had over 1,100 enroll
I did not
to come to the Etsy Effect. It was awesome. We had over 300 people live. Your last day is tomorrow. To consume the conference, to get in there. It is super, super fun. We may be doing a summer series. We may be bringing Etsy Effect back for the summer. We considered just waiting and having another Etsy Effect later in the year. Just so many people, so needed in the world right now, people being able to understand how their crafts can make money on Etsy.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And the testimonials from that really spoke volumes, I think, to what Ashley and Sadie shared with everybody, and Tanner. I just think like seeing, because you all see me and Lauren and Tanner often, but seeing other people say things, even if we've said them before, sometimes can like make something click for you that we've been saying, or they give just a new perspective. And Ashley and Sadie are just so good at running their shops, and they just both know what they're doing.
And they both get to coach in Passive Earner private coaching. We are enrolling for Passive Earner private coaching. If you've not applied, there's an application link. Let us know your questions. If you're at the Etsy Effect, I'm actually doing a panel. I don't even think I told you this. Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, I am bringing some of our favorite Passive Earner Society private coaching clients who are running real shops, doing real things in the world, to a panel where all the people on the sidelines thinking about going all in on their Etsy shop, thinking about going to the next level with Etsy, thinking about getting started, can ask questions. We'll throw things at them, talk about the program, talk about their experience on Etsy. So exciting. I love it. Tara Amaru is here and she's coming.
Hi, Tara.
She's going to be on my panel. Thank you, Tara, for saying yes. I saw your confirmation.
She's an OG. She's an OG. I love that.
She's experienced over 1,000 sales. Y'all are buckle up, be impressed. We're so excited. So that's happening 11 a.m. Eastern on Sunday. If you're a part of Etsy Effect, you'll get an email. It's a little bonus thing.
Can they still sign up for Etsy Effect?
Technically, you can. You just have to email in so you can have a little extended access of the curriculum.
They would have to watch it tonight.
Yeah, and we'll give them a little more extra time.
Okay.
We'll give you a 7 days replay if you want to buy a ticket and come to Etsy Effect. It is the most flawless curriculum, like not a curriculum, experience.
Yeah.
We have in the breaks we share testimonials and like
I love that.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a legit conference.
Yes.
Like when we do live events, it feels the energy and like the craft room. And it's like a craft along.
Yeah.
This was conference.
Taking a break. This is like you can kind of watch this part, and I love it.
It is Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern. So good, so good. Yes, we will eventually get you a tour of the studio.
Yes.
We're probably like at 70%.
Yeah, I would say
like I'm
70%.
really impressed with how far we are. We're
talking about large murals, so
yeah. Once we get. We're doing some crazy things. Yeah. It's so good. So anyway, what are we making today?
Okay, so we're working with Waterslide decals. If you've never done Waterslide, very similar to stickers, but you activate them with water.
And then you seal it.
And then you can seal it, but we're working on a Dollar Tree vase.
This Dollar Tree vase.
Yes, so
Alicia.
cute. Yeah.
I love it.
I know. And we were looking for, if you guys have seen, they have like the pottery now at the Dollar Tree. So we were looking for like ring dishes because we were thinking bridesmaid.
Yeah.
Because it's like kind of wedding season. So if you see any pottery at the Dollar Tree, or honestly anywhere, it's raw pottery. And then we're adding Mod Podge and Waterslide decals. $1. $1.25.
No way.
$1.25.
I didn't know if it was that plus section.
No,
Ooh.
not this one.
Speaking of Plus and Makers Gonna Learn, we have our yearly membership and Makers Gonna Learn Plus on discount just for 72 hours. So if you are considering joining the membership or upgrading to MGL Plus, all of our courses, it's a crazy deal. You can check that out. Use the coupon code BEST at checkout and we'll be able to hook you up.
Yeah.
So love it, love it, love it.
Okay,
so good. Ready to dive in?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So good. Woohoo.
Okay, so if you did not see already, wow, this is different.
How does it feel? I'm so jealous.
Normally, so in our host side, the camera used to be really close, and here the camera used to be really far, so I feel like I'm staring into your soul. But I know I'm not, or maybe I am. You're welcome. So anyways, this is what we're gonna be creating today. Let's go overhead so you guys can actually see this close up. First of all, these flowers are from Temu and I'm literally obsessed with them.
Thank you, Temu.
Look how pretty. Like we've had these just sitting around the office, but they photograph so well. They're so beautiful. But this is what we are doing here. So we're adding these florals on here and we have linked a ton. I think that there are probably 10 to 12 florals linked for you guys below that you can use. And we put Mama on here. I thought this would be perfect for Mother's Day. Honestly, this tutorial is gonna be more about the technique rather than this actual project, but if you guys recreate this, we would love to see it. We are using the Dollar Tree vase right here. Now, they will come in more, and I don't know how this is translating for you all, but this is the natural color it comes in. This one we have already painted using Maker's Magic. Now, if you haven't heard, Maker's Magic is just another form of Mod Podge, basically. And so what we're doing is taking the matte Maker's Magic, and this is literally almost just like Mod Podge, but it's created by Scorch Marker, way less streaky, and it cures in 48 hours. So normally with Mod Podge, it takes a really long time to cure. Technically, it takes a really long time to cure. We swear by Maker's Magic. We also know the owner of Scorch Marker and Maker's Magic. We love Evan. And he's an innovator and he's a cool guy, and you guys would love this product. We've used this a ton. But yeah, there's gloss and there's matte. So I've got those two there. We're gonna be using the matte one. Also, I got printer ink all over my hands, so that's why my fingers are all blue. You're gonna need some matte clear spray paint. Okay, This is something typically would be used as a sealant. This is how you are going to create these Waterslide decals, okay?
Woohoo.
So this is just the Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch 2X Ultra Cover. Honestly, if you got, like, I love the Krylon Crystal Clear Matte. That is like my go-to. This one is what I use at work, and it works amazing as well. And you're gonna need some clear Waterslide decal paper. Now, there are lots of different brands out here. Tanner, you have more experience with the brands of Waterslide papers. Okay. Do you have a preference?
I will say, my first exposure with that was We Are Memory Keepers. I think they were one of the first ones that like I had worked with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a hot take. There's very few products I can say this about. Typically, you need the luxury, like top of the line. Like, why are we crafting if we're not using the best?
Right.
I really never care about Waterslide paper.
It's like just neutral.
Yeah.
Like it just is what it is.
Yes, it is exactly from one thing to another. It's pretty much it. Also, I just have to make a statement.
Okay.
Your lighting on camera A, like your camera, looks beautiful. Your overhead camera looks extra crispy.
Ooh!
This little co-host table, y'all, I had no idea it looked so bad. I feel like I might just mosey on over here.
I told Lauren, I said, there's some hanging plants in there. We could whip those up really quick. We really tried to think of something.
It's really, yeah, we
had this little pink arch behind us before and another one, but it looked bad.
It's fine. Yeah. I just want to let y'all know it's not the MGL standard over here in the corner, and you don't have to think it.
We're just, taking you guys with us.
Fun.
We didn't want to miss a live because we were moving.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
So anyways, this is the Haze Paper Co. This you can get on Amazon. It is an A4 size, so 8.3 by 11.7. You can print this on any standard printer, and it comes in 20 sheets. It is an inkjet paper. And then let me pull, actually, I was thinking I had some open, but maybe I don't. I'm gonna pull a sheet out. Now it's gonna be hard for you guys to tell any difference between this and just like a regular paper, but it almost has like a matte finish to it. And you can hear it's like plasticky almost, and then it's paper on the back. So the way this works is you're gonna feed this into your printer with whatever your design is, and I'm gonna take you guys through the whole tutorial, but you print your design, and then you're going to use that sealant to spray on top of it. The machine's going to cut it out, and then you're gonna take those little cutouts and drop them in the water, and the back will separate from the front, okay? That's the quick rundown on how the process works. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to do all of that right now. So before we get into design space and things like that, I need you to go get yourself a little bowl of water. Don't do it right now, but when you start to do this tutorial, go get you some water, okay? Just have it ready. You're gonna wanna go ahead and paint 1 to 2 coats of your matte Maker's Magic or your matte Mod Podge on here. We did try to do it on the raw pottery. It will not stick, okay? You've gotta paint it. Honestly, you could probably paint this a color, but we wanted it to still look like that raw pottery. So if you want it just to be clear, just put some type of clear coat on it. To be honest, we probably could have sprayed it with this. Now I'm curious because we didn't do that. We didn't spray it with this. We actually painted it with Maker's Magic. But paint it a color if you want, that would work. Or just put the Mod Podge on it. Let that dry. Okay, that needs to dry completely. Shouldn't take too long, especially if you're using something that is matte. Matte will dry a lot faster. Now, you are going to need to get a light grip mat because we're cutting paper like as if you were cutting any other paper. And I've got some painter's tape. Let's go ahead and dive into design space. So let's see here. Does anyone have questions over supplies or anything like that? It's pretty standard.
Can you use Cricut clear sticker paper if you don't have Waterslide paper? Can we?
Yes, I have an example.
Well, here's what I wanted to talk about.
Yes,
the
please.
Difference. Let's talk about why Waterslide is even necessary and better.
Okay, let's do. And I brought in an example.
I'm so glad you have examples.
Yeah, I do, because I knew you guys were going to say that, because I was like, they're going to be like, why can't we just, and you can do it on clear sticker paper, but I want you to look. This is something I created for like a Dollar Tree project. This is a white daisy. Can y'all even see that? That's a white daisy.
Love it.
We don't have any white flowers, of course. And none of these are colored. Actually, this one I think had purple flowers on it maybe. But do you see the difference? the color, even on this little fern right here, this is clear sticker paper, Cricut sticker paper. Green and clear. The fern on the Waterslide, solid. This is a solid color. So it's printing as if it were inkjet. Like it looks like you printed it on paper and then cut it out. So it's a little bit more solid. Now, obviously, if we had a solid background behind this, it would have a little bit more color, but you can see, you can even still see with my hand behind it, it's a lot more transparent than this Waterslide. So you're going to use it for lots of different things. Now, we have put Waterslide on mugs before. It will last for a little bit. It won't make it through the dishwasher.
Right.
It will make it if you seal it pretty good with Mod Podge on top or Maker's Magic. But I say Waterslide is better for like candle votives and vases and like things that aren't going to be washed a lot. So yeah, there's a couple different instances that you would want to use that over something else. So the pigmentation obviously, or the saturation of colors is going to be a little bit stronger when you're using Waterslide versus clear sticker paper. So with that being said, let's go into Design Space. Now I've got all of our flowers pulled up here. If you guys go into our description of our video, you'll be able to see all of these flowers. But I want to show you guys. Oh, okay. Here we go. We're going to go to the Maker's Gonna Learn website. And I'm going to show you where to find these flowers. If you just want to browse more, because we have tons of cut files on our website. I want to say we've got close to like 17 or 18,000 now.
Yep.
Something. It's up there. We've got a lot. So I'm going to go to cut files, and from here we're going to search vintage flowers. Now tomorrow we will have all brand new cut files. You'll have all the ones that already exist, but we're going to have our release is the first day of the month. And so make sure you guys check back tomorrow. If you do sign up for membership, you'll get access to all those new ones as well as all of our old ones.
Oh my gosh. Listen, we have some really fun files coming out tomorrow.
Yes.
You better just buckle up. And I also love this collection. What did you search to get there?
Vintage flowers.
Okay, we have a lot of different vintage flowers for you to choose from, and I am obsessed.
Now, if you are like not a vintage person, you could do something more like this. Honestly, y'all, the sky's the limit with Waterslide. I think a little fairy theme would be cute on a vase. It's going to depend on what you're creating.
Yep.
So these flowers are beautiful. Now, depending on which one you want, whenever you decide which one you like, you're going to click this little download icon. And this is going to allow you to download the zip file with the PNG and the SVG. So once that downloads, I'm going to click up here. Now, if you don't see it up here, you can go into your File Explorer or your Finder, go to your recents or your downloads, and if you don't see it there, search vintage flowers and it should pop up. And I'm just going to double click on that zip file and it's going to open up. Now this is just a PNG file. I said SVG earlier, but these are just PNG images, okay? PNG are the types of images that you would use if you're wanting to create a print then cut image. And you can remember that because PNG starts with P and print then cut starts with P.
So, okay, you're going on like a Lauren, like, you remember like how Lauren will do like a ton of hacks?
Yes. We do be getting on some hacks sometimes.
You're giving a little, that's a new hack.
That's a hacky hack.
Okay, me and Alicia have been talking about how some people in the comments are like, can we have some new hacks?
Oh,
we would love.
I know.
We're going to have a hack competition. I mean, we did write a whole book about hacks, but we are wanting to go deeper.
People want more hacks from us.
So
and I'm like, oh my gosh.
If you guys have any new hacky hacks that you haven't seen us talk about, you can also share that in the Facebook community. We would love to see what you're up to and what we could test out.
Leave a comment too, if, you know. Okay, so we uploaded it. Now there's no background. Whenever you download our PNG files, there will not be a background, so you don't have to worry about that. If you're ever unsure if a PNG has a background or not, the best way to know is if there is a gray and white grid behind it, that means that there is no background. So the gray and white is just kind of the default to indicate that there's a clear, that it's clear behind it. Even if we zoom all the way in, you can see there's no background behind these petals because it's kind of that like boho watercolor vibe. So it's like imperfect, which I love, I live for. And we're gonna apply and continue. Now when you get to this page, it's gonna, I wish they would not do the multiple layers as the first option. No one's using that hardly at all. If you are, I'm sorry. But this is for people who wanna break apart their PNG into multiple layers. We do not need to do that. We just need a flat graphic, a one layer. Flat means it's just one layer. There's not multiple layers that we need to be cutting. We're not cutting out all these colors, we're printing them, remember? So you just need the image that has all of the colors on one layer, and that's gonna be our flat graphic. Now, if you selected the single layer, it's gonna come in looking exactly like this, and it's just gonna be an outline, okay? So it creates a simple one color image or silhouette. We don't want that. We just want the flat graphic, and we're gonna select continue. And this is where you can change the name of it. If you like to keep your stuff super organized, you can add it to a collection, and then we're just gonna hit upload.
So good.
So good. Now, we've already brought in all these, but I wanna talk about what you need to do once you get all of them in. So they're gonna come in pretty big. So let's go ahead and measure our vase and make sure that they're not too small or too big. So I'm gonna take this one right here, and we are going to measure. I'm just measuring the vase. I'm gonna keep this over here for 1 second. So the whole vase is 5 inches tall. Can they see that overhead, Sadie? Okay. The whole vase, 5 inches tall. I don't really want to go super high up. I'm thinking like maybe 2.5. Let's see how far we went up on the other one. Huh?
One thing I want to talk about with this material is that it is a little bit easier to work with.
It's like bendy, flexible.
Yes, it's very flexible. So do not get carried away though. If you try to make too big of an image on here, I mean, it can only do so much magic. Like you're gonna see the magic come together with it, but we love it. So
okay, so let's do like, I'm thinking about 2 inches for these. Okay, so right now my flower is at like 14.7 by 5.8. I'm going to take the height and we're gonna change it to 2 inches. Now that looks a little small. Let's zoom back in. And I'm gonna bring it over here. This is the one we originally did. Maybe just a hair bigger. So that ends up being 2.139. So just a little bit over 2 inches. And what you're gonna need to do is repeat the process that we just did with all the other flowers. So you would just come over here, you can download it. What I like to do, especially if I'm bulk downloading and uploading images, I'll just come over here and click these little down icons. I'm gonna get them all in my folder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you can come up here, go to your recent downloads. I'm gonna open it like this. Now look, you can see I will have to come in here, double click these to unzip them. And then you can see they're just unzipping and popping over here. Now I've already uploaded these, so we won't do that again, but you can see how easy it is just to double click them and have them ready to go. Okay, and then you do the same thing. Go to your uploads, upload the image, yada yada, pull it in, and then you're gonna adjust the size to make them all around a little over 2 inches. Okay.
Love it.
Gabrielle says, what's the difference between the Sunny Scopa Waterslide decal paper you used to use and Haze paper? So the Sunny Scopa is just a different brand, but literally I haven't noticed any differences in them, if I'm being really honest with you. The Sunny Scopa is just the brand that we married, and typically we will marry a brand. Like we just like to know like the consistency and how it works. I think this must have just been, I don't know if they were out of stock, but this one has worked fine. That's what we used to create the first bud vase, and it was like, looked really good.
So good.
So now we've got our little image. Now you're gonna pull all these in. Now what you need to do with each of them, every single flower, we are going to need to create an offset. Every flower individually will need its own offset. If you're unsure what an offset is, I'm about to show you. So up here on the top middle, you can see it says offset, and then there's a drop down menu. And then it's gonna kind of load for a second. You have a measurement right here. That's the distance that the line will be away from the original image. So it's creating us a 0.25 inch offset, which may end up being a little bit bigger. And I will say, whenever you're using detailed images such as PNGs that have like a higher image quality, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to load the offset. So that's why it's like loading and loading. It's just a little pokey. I'm gonna actually shrink this down So we're wanting to create a cut around this, right? So the Waterslide paper is technically clear. So the offset you won't see, it'll just kind of blend into your base. But we need to have it because these flowers are so dainty. Whenever they separate from the backing on the Waterslide paper, it tends to be a little bit too frail. So we like to add some, you know, some sturdiness to it.
We love that.
Okay, this is taking forever. Let's see if one of these other ones would do better. Actually, let me show you guys, because these all already have offsets on them. If you want to change the color of your background because you're not sure if your offset went on, hit blank canvas and then come up here to color and change it to any color your heart desires. I'm going to go light gray. Look, all of these have that offset on them. Okay.
So good.
So let's say...
such a good hack too, making that background gray. Hello.
It is. Let's try it with a different image and see if it works better. Let's see here. Okay. So this one, you can see it has the offset. I'm going to try to add an offset on this one and see if it works better. Sometimes certain images just add it better, and we may just be having issues with the offset buttons.
Maybe wanting to go a little slow.
Yeah, she's just poking around.
You can see it up top, that green it's just thinking about it. You know, sometimes Cricut needs a little break.
He's like, you guys just turned me on. I've just been off for a week now. Do y'all have any questions about how to upload any of the supplies up until this point? I've been trying to see, Annette, I texted Ashley Falco yesterday. Because I was like, she got the new UV desktop. I'm like shook. I brought it in here and showed Brooks. I was like, look at this right now.
I know. It's amazing. There's so many new things coming, y'all. There's so many amazing new things.
2024 was like a craft lull, in my opinion. And so I'm really glad.
We're getting movement. We're getting movement.
Okay, guys. So the offset button's not working. I'm not going to waste any more time on that. What is going to happen is it's going to pop up this little border all the way around your image. It's going to look literally just like this, and it's going to be on a separate layer. So you're going to have your original flower layer plus the white layer behind it, okay? Now, the important thing is that you take both of the layers and select them both. So I'm just going to click and drag to select them. You can also come over here and select the flower, hold your shift key, select the offset, and then flatten. Okay, this is gonna let Cricut know I need to print it there, and then I will only cut around that white edge. Okay, if you do not do that, it's gonna try to continue to cut your flowers out, and it's gonna cut your offset out in a completely different spot. So you have to tell Cricut, this is my Waterslide decal. Okay, we did that with every single one of these. If I unflatten it, you see how it says unflatten right here? If I unflatten these, you can see there's an offset layer and the original layer. So we're just going to line that back up, select them both, flatten. So you're going to do that for all these. You can see we have already done it. Okay. Now, once you get them all measured to size, add your offsets in, pick as many as you want. I think it's better because it does take a while for the clear sealant to dry on these. Overcut more than you need. If you're like, oh, I only need like 4 or 5 to wrap around my vase. No, cut 10, go ahead and just do it while you're in the process of doing this, because let me just explain why that's going to be beneficial for you. So what you're going to want to do is make as many as you want, and then whenever you go to print it, you're going to want to fill this page up as much as possible, right? This is just like a standard sheet of paper. If you're going to make stickers, I feel like you guys especially would not want to just cut one sticker out of a whole sheet of sticker paper. We don't want to waste our money. Right. So
we want to fill it up.
Fill it up. And even if you don't use them today, you can use them later. You can like sit these to the side and use them later.
Love it.
And then another thing, if you want to add words, you're going to need to add an offset to those as well. So let's go ahead and we're going to add a word. So if you wanted to do Mama for Mother's Day, and we are going to use the font Harvey, which is a Maker's Gonna Learn font. Something, if you guys did not already know, if you've been downloading Maker's Gonna Learn fonts and putting them into Cricut Design Space, you can now search by MGL. As of probably like 2.5 months ago. Any
So
fonts
good.
that you've downloaded will come in with MGL in front of them. So when you search MGL, it'll pull up all of our exclusive fonts. Okay, so we don't have the Harvey font. We're gonna go download it. But you can use whatever font you want. I would not go thinner than this Harvey font, or you're gonna be struggling to get it off of the Waterslide decal. So we're gonna sign in again, and we're gonna go to our font, and we are going to look for the font Harvey. Okay.
Love that font.
Let's see. Claudia, are you able to cut without all that white in the middle? So it's clear. It looks white. The white does not print.
It does look a little funny. That is true. You will not be able to see it. Now, if you're like, still, I don't want that, you could remove it in the upload process. Or you could bring in a shape and like slice it out or things like that.
Yeah.
But my recommendation would be to remove it in the upload process.
Okay, so this is the font. We're going to download that. Very similar to downloading files. You download fonts by clicking this little arrow. It's going to pop into a zip folder. And then you're going to need to find it in your downloads, unzip it. Sometimes if double clicking doesn't work, right click it and hit extract. If you're using a PC, typically that's how you'll have to do it. Macs, you can just double click. And then I'm going to open up this OTF file, and we're going to install the font. So it's going to install over here. Now it's on our computer, but we've got to go back to Cricut, and we're going to save our work because we need to reload Cricut Design Space so that that font loads into our canvas so we can use it. So I'm going to save this really quick, and then we're going to go View up here on the top and hit reload. Force reload would also work.
Love it.
Same diff. Same diff.
So good.
Yes. Okay, Jan, why wasn't I born rich? I want the laser and private coaching and She Shed. Manifest it, Jan. Manifest it.
So fun.
Listen, you already wrote it out into the universe, so it's probably happening right now. You're probably going to have all those things.
Yes.
Okay.
Got to show up for the life you want, not the life you got.
That's right. I told Tanner the other day, he was talking, not even to me, and I heard him.
What was I talking? Tell me.
You were like coaching somebody, and you said, I think I might have mentioned this to you last week. You said, you need to be making decisions out of the life that you want to have, not the life you currently have. And I was like, let me write that down somewhere because I'm gonna start living by that.
Well, you started too.
Yeah.
You're moving. It's crazy.
I did start.
Yeah, that same day that was part of I think it was one of my last prep trainings for Etsy Effect.
Yes, it was.
But I had 2 conversations with business friends that if I told you their story, they are brilliant, number one, just as people and creatives and business owners, but they run very successful businesses. But they want to go to a new level. Yeah. And I'm like, me too. Like, me too. But all 3 of our similarities is that we want to just retreat to what's common. We want to retreat to what's simple, what's easy, what's comfortable. And what's comfortable is where we're at right now. If our business did not grow, if our business did not evolve, if we stayed right here, our brain knows this. This is the same with our personal life. So you have your dreams and then you have your reality, but you have to be that crazy person. I think Ashley talked about it at her class about Jeff Bezos. Like people thought he was crazy selling books. And now I go to Amazon to buy everything. I literally in one day ordered protein powder, supplements, a blow up, and life jackets, and a surfboard.
Yeah. And it's there like the next day.
It's there the next day. Now I'm getting notifications. 10 stops until your new blow up slide.
Yeah. They even text you. They're like, hey, I'm about to be at your house. Put your dog
away.
Yeah.
I literally said to my Amazon driver, I said, hey, can you remove me? I don't have a dog. They're like, oh, everybody gets that. I was like, I had no idea.
Yeah, I get it too. I think it's like just general.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so we add an offset to our name. Also, that little tidbit, that's like a lot of what you're going to get in Passive Earners.
Ooh.
I feel like there's a lot of just like coaching you through these like mental hurdles. Yes. Because that's what it takes to run your own craft business. Yeah. I mean, it is.
It is. So true.
Okay, so I added an offset to this. You can see the offset I went with is slightly bigger than the original one we did. And that's okay because remember the white on these offsets is going to be clear. Okay, it doesn't print out white. It's just clear. It's just kind of a placeholder. And so I'm going to flatten that and it's only going to cut around where the white is. Okay. Now, from here, we are using our maker 4 today. And we are going to go to make. Okay. Brenda wants a list of motivational books you're willing to share.
Okay, Brenda, tell me, if you put in the chat whatever, like, your number one thing you're wanting to work on is, I'll recommend a book for you.
Yeah, I just read 10X. Tanner had the whole team read, and it was really good.
I love that book.
I also have the 4-Hour Work Week.
I love that book.
Those are the main 2 I've read from you. I read the Walt Disney CEO.
I'm about to read it again. I found it in the move.
Yeah,
I'm about to read it again.
It's a good one.
He is so inspiring. I love that guy.
Me too.
Bob.
Eager.
Yeah, I love him.
Eager. We want to meet you,
There's
Bob
so many
Eager.
good books. I'm reading a book about quitting.
Oh.
It was the book that Vanessa Lau recommended back when she quit.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. They have so many examples of if you quit and it feels like you're quitting too soon, you're quitting on time. And they give a lot of examples over people who want to climb really big mountains. And because it's usually in crazy terrain and things like that, a lot of times people are unwilling to quit, therefore they go in terrain they weren't prepared for and trained for and die. And they talk about the people that are trying to reach these new goals, and
they're not
sometimes you're on the journey and you have to quit. And you have, but you are the vessel that has to make that decision. And they give a lot of examples of people who are unwilling to quit and what that looks like.
That sounds like a good one.
It's very different than what I expected. I don't know, I thought this book would be a little bit more lighthearted. It's actually pretty intense.
Oh, okay. I love intense. I love that. Your boss, Lorraine, do you work for Disney?
Lorraine's working for Bob. Woohoo!
Okay.
I love it.
Okay, guys, so whenever you go to the Make It screen, this is what it should look like. It should also say print, then cut. Okay, all of these are print, then cut. So if it says something like basic cut, you done something wrong. Okay, print, then cut. This is what it's gonna look like. You're gonna go to continue. Okay, and we're gonna be printing this on, right now it says 8.5 by 11 inch paper, which I technically just keep it at that, even though this is technically A4, which is 8.3 by 11.7. It wants me to calibrate. We're not going to do that right now, but you are going to send to printer. Now, from here, we haven't set our printers up. I already printed this out, so it doesn't even matter. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay, so you're just going to select whatever printer. And we do not need a bleed for here, okay? We put a white offset on this. If the image was going, the color of the image was going all the way to the edges, you might want to bleed, but you're not gonna need a bleed for this, okay? So we can just turn that off. We are, however, gonna use the system dialog. Always use the system dialog. If you want to have the best prints, then that's what you need to do. Use the system dialog. We're gonna select print. And now, if you're using a Mac and you select that, sometimes it'll load and you think, oh no, like my dialog box didn't print or pop up. It's behind your canvas, okay? So from here, we're going to select feed from rear tray. This paper is slightly thicker than standard copy paper. If you have a rear feed printer, I recommend feeding it from the back. If you have a regular one, it should work okay. Just be leery of, paper jams.
Right.
Select best quality and then hit print. I'm gonna hit cancel because I already printed these out. And I'm about to tell you why. So you go ahead and print it, okay? Let's say I should have printed one that doesn't have anything on it. So, well, I can use this one. I poured water all over this, you guys. Literally right before we started the live, I dumped water all over this. So it's gonna print, it's not gonna be lumpy. It's gonna print like this. Now you're gonna take just your paper, okay? You're gonna take your little paper, act like this has our flowers printed on it. This has our flowers printed on it. You're gonna take your paper and you're gonna take this matte clear spray and you're gonna walk outside, okay? Walk outside. You're gonna take this lid off and also you're gonna shake the far out of this. If you think you've shaken it enough, you didn't shake it enough, okay? Shake what your mama gave you.
Love it.
We're gonna shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. You're gonna lightly coat this like, okay? Let it dry for 7 to 10 minutes. And then we're gonna come back outside and we're gonna let it dry 7 to 10 minutes. You're gonna come back out and put a third coat on it, let it dry for the full 10 minutes, okay? And then you're gonna bring your printed flowers back in and you're gonna lay them on your light grip mat. Make sure that everything is completely dry before you do this. I put painter's tape down to cut these because this paper is a little bit thicker. You can kind of hear that it's thicker, but you're gonna tape it down, okay? And then this is when you would send it through the Cricut. Now, the cut settings for this, we cut ours on medium cardstock with more pressure. And I want to say that there is actually a Waterslide decal cut setting. I swear there used to be one. Maybe I'm just crazy, you guys. No, yeah, so just use medium cardstock, more pressure. If that doesn't work for you, you can always try heavy cardstock. You want it to cut all the way through, okay? So whenever you pull this out from the Cricut, so everything has been cut now, you can see these have cut all the way through. This is the little sunflower that we did. Look how cute these are. Okay, I'm just gonna pluck them out very carefully, okay? They won't be lumpy like this. Mine are just lumpy because I accidentally threw water on Waterslide paper, of all things. So look how good these cut. So this was cut on medium cardstock with more pressure. And I'm just gonna pull all of these out. We're just gonna kind of sit them to the side. Now remember that bowl of water we got? You're gonna need that here in just a second. I'm gonna actually pull this all the way off.
So good. Okay. Gabrielle says, do you have to keep your project on hold while everything is drying, or can do print another project? Will it remember to read registration marks if you come back later to cut? So
I don't recommend that for print and cut.
I'm not sure where I'm not very clear where you're going with this. Let it cut out everything. It needs to always register. It needs to always, check in. Yeah.
You can, if you're implying that you want to print like a few of them and then cut them later, as long as you don't plan on moving the project anywhere, it might be okay, but I don't ever do that.
Yeah.
I don't ever print, then cut projects. I print them right when I'm doing them. Okay, so we've got all of our little stickers. Our vase is completely dry. Okay, you let your vase dry. And now we just need to start adding our decals. Now this is where the magic happens. I'm so excited. Okay, we're gonna start with the name. And that's because I wanna kind of let this be my guideline. I wanna like frame the name in with flowers. So we're gonna start with our name. Is that the safest choice for me? No, but we're gonna do it because this is so dainty and small. And I want you guys to pay attention to the water. Can everybody see what's going on here pretty good? Okay.
Love it.
I'm gonna put this in here. It's gonna curl a little bit. Sometimes it curls. Maybe this one won't. And we're just gonna kind of soak it. Okay, now, if you watch, well, let's let that soak for just a minute. Okay, I'm gonna throw one of these little fern guys in here and show you. Watch, it will curl up. We'll just let him sit and kind of simmer. Now, this one has absorbed more water, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start separating this from the paper. This will tear very easily. Do you guys see what it's looking like so far? So it's kind of separating from that back. I like to kind of get it started, and then I will take my piece of whatever I'm putting it on, and then I will use one hand to kind of secure the decal, and then one hand to pull that white out from under it.
Yes, love it, love it, love it.
You have to like not breathe when you do it. You have to focus so hard. Okay. Look, do you guys see? It's just sliding out. It's magic. Now, sometimes people will put a little bit of water down before they actually go to apply this.
I love to do that.
Yeah, and it does help sometimes. I may do that with, ooh, see, honey?
And it's very flexible. Like you could, a lot of times I've done this with a spray bottle. Like if right there you're like, oh, it's, giving me too much, not enough. You can spray that water. It lets you customize it. If you've never sprayed water applying regular vinyl, That's like a pro. Like you could be a profesh and do with water.
Because it dries, but you have the ability, it allows you the ability to move it around.
Someone said it's like dealing with contacts. Yes, Christy.
It literally is.
You know.
Okay, and so you got to make sure that you're putting it on here straight.
Yep.
Okay, so, I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty cute. I'm going to scoot it in. It's really nice to use a little weeding tool. Get everything exactly where you want it. I mean, that's pretty good. Okay, so from there, now we're going to start putting on the other flowers. I'm going to start, if I even do floral arranging, I always start with my greenery. That's just what I like to do. And I'm going to start laying flowers down. Now, if you try to do this on raw pottery, it is not going to stick to the pottery. You've got to paint it, or you've got to put Mod Podge on it. Get your weeding tool and kind of... Now, if you did not put that offset, you know how we added the offset? It is going to be a struggle for you to lay this fern down. Oh my gosh. Okay, look how cute. So a lot of times people will just take their fingers and kind of put water on it, and then they'll take a decal. I don't actually want that one. I think I want...
You're getting to design it because you have all your options.
I have so many options.
Someone said it reminds me of doing a temporary tattoo. There is temporary tattoo paper that you could do. I've been doing Spider-Man temporary tattoos, so I've gotten really good at it. If you guys need any,
we have toddlers, so we're professional temporary tattooers.
Yes, we are.
I'm gonna actually just add some more greenery, and I'm gonna try to work on the front and then go to the back because I want to be able to like hold it and move it. Now, I will say, using the Sunny Scopa versus this one, the Sunny Scopa, you can literally dip it in the water and pull it out, and it's ready to go.
Yes.
This one, I'm having to kind of let it soak, and I'm just putting my fingers in the water and then onto the thing. Let's see, this one's kind of been sitting. Okay, y'all see it's kind of separating. It's slippery. And I'm just going to slide that off.
So it has to soak to lift it off the paper. Exactly. I don't even know if soak would be the exact word. It just needs to be activated.
Yeah, it's almost like the water will separate it. Yes. I don't know. I honestly think this just absorbs the water.
Yeah.
And so then it releases from that back.
I'm not sure if this was answered and I missed it. When you add Maker's Magic, how long do you wait between coats? Then how long before you add the Waterslide stickers? Okay, so Lorraine, what she's doing right now is she's applying it with water. Now, does it technically adhere? Yes. Is it technically permanent? No. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that a good way to describe it? It attaches and it's adhered, but it's not permanent. And that is why we really, really love the Maker's Magic. Or you will be able to use a spray sealer, which we love. So if you're wanting absolutely no brush strokes, use a spray sealer. If you're wanting a great clear coat that we love, Maker's Magic is phenomenal. We have a great, yes, released. Release would be really a good way. It releases it off the paper. So good. Yes. So fun.
Oh, look, I accidentally tore the top of the flower off. But we're committed. Oh, I tore two pieces off. That's okay, we're committed. I'm gonna take that little flower piece, put it back on there, and nobody's gonna know. And this happens sometimes with Waterslide because it's so delicate.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But look, we can just add it back on. No one's gonna know. And it still looks good, especially with this style of design. Like, look how cute, it's looking so cute. Okay, I'm gonna add some more greenery. Some of these, when they're small, you can just slide them off, put them on here.
So awesome.
Ooh, I love I could almost do the whole thing in ferns. I love
There's something about a fern. Have we made a paper fern lately? I feel like we did it at boot camp recent, maybe not recent, but.
Fern?
I would
love to make a paper fern.
I love making paper ferns.
I got my mom for Mother's Day last year the most massive fern you've ever seen in your life. And her and Dad put them in the basement. I got her 2 of them. They put them in the basement, and they're still living, and they're huge.
Really?
I'm not kidding. They're like 4 foot in diameter. They're huge. I've never seen any. So I got them from a landscaper.
Ooh.
Okay. This is looking so cute. So remember earlier I was like, make sure that you get plenty printed out because you never know when you're going to want more. You can see we've only done the front, and we're already like running out of
decals. So you don't have to coat any. Did you coat the vase before we went live?
With Mod Podge.
With Mod Podge, just to make sure it had like a really, because of the uniqueness of this pot.
Yes.
Typically Waterslide is great for metals, glass, things like that. There is no pre-sealing done. We wanted to like, this is like a Waterslide advanced project. I don't even want to say advanced, but like a more practical approach where we're using this awesome base.
Yes.
We coated it beforehand just to make the adhesion process better, but glass, metals, I'm trying to think of other material, but wood. You've
got to seal it in with used wood though.
Yes. So fun.
I am trying to fix.
Thank you, Lorraine, for the clarification.
Can't talk, sorry.
So fun. Wait, now Donna's wanting to clarify. Did you use Mod Podge or Maker's Magic?
Oh, Maker's Magic.
Maker's Magic, sorry.
I'm so bad. I'll say Mod Podge.
It's okay. Yeah, we do not use Mod Podge here in the studio because we love Maker's Magic.
Yes.
Love Maker's Magic.
Okay, this one wrinkled because I grabbed it. So what I would do is let one side dry, and then you can come back in and do the other side. But you guys are getting the gist. This is how it works. I'm going to do this last one over here on the right side. And, okay, we're just going to pull it off very carefully. Now, sometimes when it's real leafy like this, it'll get caught up under some of the paper.
We did not wait 48 hours for it to cure, correct?
We did.
We did wait 48 hours for cure. I personally wait until it's dry to the touch.
We did because we painted it like weeks ago.
Yes,
normally you would want to wait, or if you're like me, you don't wait. You just do what you want.
Yeah.
But, you know, to each their own. As long as it's dry, I don't feel like it's that big of an issue.
Sure.
Are you guys really following the rules when you craft?
We make our own rules as crafters.
We make our own rules, that's right. Okay. Cute. And then if you mess any up, just go back in, touch them up, make them smooth. And then once all of this dries, look how cute this is, first of all. Once all of this dries, you're going to want to go in with some more Maker's Magic and seal it all in, and you're done.
Love it.
That's it. That's it. Does anybody have any questions?
Well, Mother's Day, guys, we are going to be out of town for Mother's Day, and Courtney's mom is literally, I think, going to kill us. She almost followed us to our trip.
Your destination.
Our destination. Oh my gosh. But we celebrated Mother's Day on Easter.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was so fun. This looks adorable.
It's so cute.
I love it. Okay, hot take. What did it feel like before? I'm trying to...
Like, hold on. This one, the bottom is raw pottery. So you can tell, you can feel it's like...
I feel it. Okay, so this is more of like a porcelain. Is this
porcelain?
Still cold? Yeah, like, so sorry, this is still not dry. Apologies. Oh my gosh, I'm literally messing it up.
I'll fix it later.
I'm messing it up. I apologize. I did not even think about this. Okay, I fixed it. Anyway, yeah, where it's like not, like you can tell it's not going to be like slick. Like slick surfaces, you do not need to do any of this.
Yes.
Metals, glass, again, those are mirrors. Oh my gosh. Doing it on like metal signs, so awesome.
Yeah.
I have an old video from like 2019 talking about applying that, and it was awesome. I spray, you can do really large things with it, and it looks so, one of the things that I think Waterslide decals like really do a good job about is where you've got a big metal sign.
Yes.
You want to do a big like thing and make it look like it's printed. Yes, you want to make it look like it's printed on there. And very similar to how this ends up looking, it looks like you like printed it on.
Yes.
Versus vinyl paper.
Clear sticker paper.
Yeah,
it's going to be clear.
Yeah, like it looks like it is printed on, which is really, really awesome.
Oh, I haven't seen our set.
Okay, here's the review. Here's our audit of our set. Obviously, there's no set here. We're going to bring some wow. The lighting looks a little too yellow.
Yes.
I don't.
I'm already kind of I have yellow undertones, so I'm already yellow. So
you
I'm
looked awesome. Do you want to see? You want to see how good you looked?
Show me how I looked in the other camera.
Let me show you how good you looked in the other camera.
So you guys like this view
awesome.
looks good?
Yeah, it looked awesome.
Okay.
I'm trying to see.
Has anybody submitted ideas for our backdrop?
Ooh, submit ideas.
I said, hey, I think that we need something hanging.
Yeah.
Maybe some like strips of slats of wood in our brand colors.
Okay, now that I see it from here, I mean, this looks great, but it does give a little yellow.
It is yellow still, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna talk to the team about that.
Brooks has been.
The team knows we have feedback. We'll be giving you feedback. We are in the new studio, Lorraine. Yes, yes, yes. So is Maker's Magic just really filling the pores in the pores thing? It makes it just slicker, so it can actually do the process, which we love. We love to seal it with the spray or the Maker's Magic. Phenomenal. We are in the new studio. That's why it doesn't look perfect. You should seal it afterwards. Let it like completely dry. And yeah, super, super fun. You have such a great time. This is such a fun, this is not like it doesn't look Dollar Tree at all.
I agree.
It's
awesome.
so
cute. And there's so many different ways you can do it too. Without flowers, you can do some really cool designs. And I just think the technique is really what you guys should take away.
Yes, we love it, love it, love it. Well, guys, this is the first live show back from the old studio to the new. It's gonna be really, really awesome. If you did not hear, we have an awesome coupon code today. Use the coupon code BEST, B-E-S-T, to unlock all of these cut files. You can upgrade to Makers Gonna Learn Plus, where it has all of our courses all in one tier. It's phenomenal. We would love, love, love for you to say yes today. Get in there. It is super, super awesome. It's gonna be amazing to craft with you for an entire year. We have a brand new collection being launched tomorrow. So incredible. We love it, love it, love it. Yes, we've linked all of the supplies right down below.
Yep.
So if you want to check out, you said you've linked the florals.
All of them.
All of the things that you can get here. Fonts. Super fun, super, super fun. If you've never heard of Waterslides and you're like, oh, this sounds like something I need to have in my back pocket, definitely add it.
Yes.
We've linked ours down below. You can use any Waterslide paper you want. Super, super fun. So until next week, go check out the new collection releasing tomorrow. If you have an Etsy Effect ticket, you better watch the course. All the classes, they all disappear tomorrow. It was only a 7-day ticket, so you better go watch it, get ready. If you are interested in working with us, go ahead and fill out an application. You'll be connected to someone amazing on our team. I've seen Katie here today, which is super, super fun. Yes, oh my gosh, Claudia says, I barely caught up on last month's files. Yay, so exciting. Yes, get caught up. You're getting all new ones to craft with tomorrow. So super, super fun. If you guys need anything, be sure to reach out to hi@makersgonnalearn.com, and you'll see us back here